Indian farmers are once again marching towards Delhi. Hundreds of thousands of farmers are closing into protest in the capital city over their basic right to livelihood. Cops and authorities are trying to ensure there is no repeat of the 2021 farmers' protest. Tonight, we will take a close look at how and why India's farmers have decided to stand up for their rights. We will also look at some missing gaps in the movement. Thank you for tuning in. This is Ratna. You are watching Empire Diaries. Agriculture is India's backbone. It has been so for several thousand years. But since the last 50 years, especially right now, the farming sector is going through a devastating time. Farmers' incomes are shrinking fast. Gigantic agribusiness companies are grabbing the marketplace and farmland. So the farmers' protest happening now is precisely what the country needs. Angry farmers and activists have gathered at various flashpoints along the Punjab-Haryana border. They are part of 200 farmer unions that do not belong to any political party. Their mission is to march to Delhi and confront the government about their financial rights. They want MSPs or minimum support price for crops to be implemented. The Punjab-Haryana border at Shambhu has become an epicenter of action. Cops are raining tear gas shells at the protesters. If they manage to squeeze past Shambhu, they will be able to head right into Delhi. The entire border around the capital has been sealed. Memories of the 2021 farmer protests are fresh in the public mind. Farmers at that time famously camped at Delhi's borders for about a year. They finally forced the rollback of 3 farm laws designed to deregulate India's farming sector. Like last time, most of the protesters now heading towards Delhi are from Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. They want the government to implement MSPs for a wider range of crops than previously covered. They also want a basic pension and other measures to ensure financial safety for all farmers. Indian law grants MSP for wheat, rice, and pulses, but they're hardly implemented anywhere. In theory, government agencies are supposed to buy crops from the farmers only for minimum support prices. The agencies buy crops in order to run public food distribution system. In reality, MSPs don't apply. Farmers are forced to sell their crops to agencies and wholesalers for extremely low prices. Due to the losses, farmers are quitting agriculture in massive numbers. They are running to the cities, becoming slum dwellers and construction workers. Many other struggling farmers are routinely committing suicide to escape misery. Did you know that in India, 30 farmers kill themselves every 24 hours? They take this dreadful decision because they fall into a debt trap after borrowing money to buy exorbitant chemical pesticides and fertilizers. Farmer protests are not happening just in India. The outrage here is part of a globally coordinated farmers' protests. Europe's big cities recently exploded with protests before India's farmers took to the streets last week. Across Europe, farmers used their tractors and trolleys to choke road networks in popular cities. Greece, Germany, France, Italy, Poland, and Spain, they have all been rocked by protests. Angry farmers in Europe want their governments to bring rules to protect their income. Across the world, farmers' income has been shrinking very fast because of deregulation of crop trade that only favors agribusiness companies and distributors. All this is happening under the cover of globalization. Indian agriculture needs this protest, but there are 2 grey areas that also needs action. One, to secure their real financial independence, our farmers need to go beyond the MSP rules and other laws. They need to question the government why foreign MNCs are dominating India's farmland, such as Microsoft, Bayer, Monsanto, DuPont, and BASF. Indian farming needs Indian companies to flourish. When we didn't have foreign agribusiness companies here, Indian farming was in good shape. During the 2021 protest and also right now, the protest leaders haven't raised this point. Yet, costly chemical inputs sold by foreign companies is the biggest reason behind India's farming crisis. Indian agriculture also needs to weed out forces trying to impose GMO farming. GMOs, once introduced, will make farming costlier than even now. The second important point is the protesting unions should find a practical way to include the poorest farmers of the country. The movement will be complete if and only when the large majority of India's poorest farmers actively take part. The tractor is a suitable icon which rich farmers in Europe protest. In India, the tractor only represents the relatively better of farmers. The farmers with the plow need to be at the center of the movement. India's angry farmers have set the ball rolling. Hopefully, they will push their demands beyond MSP. Hopefully, GMOs, costly chemical inputs, the role of foreign companies, and the participation of poor farmers will also be part of their agenda. Let's see which way things go. We will bring you more updates on this issue. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, stay awake. For more such reports, subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you get notified every time we publish a report. You can also visit empirediaries.com for eye-opening articles and columns. You can subscribe to our newsletter because email is still the best way to avoid censorship. If you are on Facebook, you can follow us there. We are on X as well. Send Get updates to our WhatsApp number 9821045739 to get quick story alerts. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned because we cover